Hi, welcome back in the second part of Aquascaping 20-gallon long rimless aquarium. Now we will be setting up the tank with the racks and planting with the live aquatic plants. I start with the biggest racks and work my way into medium and the smallest racks. There are many rules of how you could set up racks to achieve certain look. You can also follow your intuition and tweak it until you will achieve desirable look. In my vision, I didn't want the racks to take too much attention from this amazing piece of driftwood, which I got from the Christmas auction organized by Aquatic Plants Society. The driftwood was donated by SR Aquaristic. While planning the racks placement, I keep in mind what plants I will be using and how will they grow. I'm not using too many racks, so I don't want the plants to cover them all in the future. While choosing a single rack, I'm looking at its structure and crevices, exposing the most of them. I'm using the flat parts of the rack to break the look and so it's not monotonous. When aquascaping, don't try to please anyone with the look. In the end, you will be the one staring at the tank the most, so first you must like it. Expressing yourself in this process is the most important thing while creating your own style, but it is always good to get some feedback and be open-minded. The smallest racks I'm throwing in the tank in irregular way so it looks more natural. Now it's the time to wet the substrate and hardscape and begin the planting phase. Make sure to moisture the plants all the time. Process of setting up this aquarium took around 3 hours, including plants preparation. While getting plants ready, make sure to remove the leaves on the lowest 2-3 inches of each stem. Leaves planted deep in the substrate will melt and create additional ammonia. Melting leaves happens. Remove them as soon as you see them melting or floating in the aquarium. It will improve the water quality. The easiest way to remove the floating leaves is a wet vacuum. However, aquarium net and tweezers are fully sufficient. The plants that I'm using I got for free from trimming 75 gallons aquarium. Not every plant and its placement fits to my vision. I'm planning to reorganize them and add more in the future. I'm grouping the plants and a little bit of each plant which I have on the left side I'm using on the right side for more natural look. You can separate the plants on the fast and slow growing as well as background, midground and foreground. The more plants you will add on the very beginning, the easier it will be during the cycling process. Hygrophila polysperma is a very hardy plant from Southeast Asia. It grows super fast, so it needs to be regularly trimmed. I always try to use 2 or 3 fast-growing plants on the beginning. It helps a lot in the first few weeks. Now I'm adding Hygrophila pinnatifida. This fern-looking plant requires very frequent trimming to prevent it from shading the rest of the surrounding plants. Another stem plant, Pogostemon erectus. It has green color and pointy thin leaves growing from the center stem. Depends on the condition, it has darker or bright green color. This red, also fast growing plant is Ludwiga super red. It is very popular, easy to grow, and with the proper light and dosing achieves very red color. Lobelia cardinalis. It is North America native plant. In the water is changing into a green plant. It has beautiful round shaped leaves with clearly visible veins. Another stem plant which in my opinion needs more established tank and sudden changes in the water condition might cause melting, Ludwiga senegalesis. It is originally from Africa. When in good conditions it can develop a red vein-like patterns on the leaves. Rotala macrandra green. This plant is able to adjust to many conditions by changing the color from green to orange-yellow. And with the strong light, soft water, the tips of the stem will turn pink. The plant in the middle of the foreground is called Glossostigma elatinoides. It is very beautiful and interesting plant, however requires softer water and stronger light. It comes from New Zealand. Slowly add water, previously securing the substrate, with the small dinner plate and plastic foil. It will prevent disturbing the substrate and getting the substrate additives into the water. I forgot to add sand for my path under the driftwood, so I put the sand in the plastic bottle, previously cutting off the bottom. Adding this way will not cloud the water. You can add some substrate in the tank in the same way even if aquarium is full of water. Don't forget to add prime or the other chlorine or chloramine remover to the water before adding it to aquarium. I'm planting remaining floating stems back into the substrate and removing remaining leaves with the net. I'm using Oase aquarium filter which I won on the George Farmer workshop in Chicago suburbs. In order to start the filter, I'm adding water into the canister and pressing the pump a few times so the water can get into impeller. In the third part of the video, I will post the update of how the tank is doing and how long took the cycling. Share your thoughts and comments and subscribe the channel to stay updated. Thank you for watching.